Hi Leo, welcome. Thanks for tuning into my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Wednesday, July 29th, and you are watching a general love reading for the sign of Leo for this coming week. So this is a general reading, so I want to remind my viewers that it can apply to just about anything in your life, relationships or otherwise. Also, don't forget to be flexible with the energy. You can mix and match the roles within the reading. This means you might feel like I'm reading for you, but you might feel like you're cross-watching instead. Also, parts of this reading may resonate for you and other parts may not. Take what does, leave what doesn't. I hope by the time you finish watching this, you feel like it was helpful and beneficial to you in some way. That's my intention. So Leo, we'll get started here after a couple more shuffles. If you're brand new or relatively unfamiliar with my channel, you can check out the description box below for more specific details. And welcome and thank you for checking out my readings. I appreciate that. Returning viewers, thank you so much for coming back and watching more of my readings. I really appreciate the support. So we'll get started here, Leo, after a couple more shuffles of my first deck. And we'll see what's up for Leo in this coming week. Here we go, Leo. So we're going to start off with Justice in reverse, paired with the Six of Cups. Five of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords, Three of Wands in reverse, Nine of Swords, the Chariot, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So Leo, it feels to me as though you might be stressing out over a relationship or connection. A significant one, somebody that you're very close to, somebody that plays a significant role in your life. This could be a soulmate, an intimate or romantic partner. Soulmates do not have to be intimate or romantic partners. They can be friends, family, colleagues, coworkers, but it is somebody significant to you. And I feel like you could be faced with something that's not going very well within or around this relationship. Maybe something didn't work out as planned. Something didn't transpire for you as you had thought that it might. And I feel like you might be up in your head about it. Maybe you're worried about it. Maybe you're stressed or feeling anxiety about it. We have a Queen of Pentacles on the table. This could represent your energy or somebody that you're dealing with. The Queen of Pentacles is typically a very nurturing energy, somebody who's very compassionate, very caring, somebody who puts others first. This can be a maternal individual, somebody who's an actual mother, or just a very maternal energy. She's very grounded, very dependable, reliable, hardworking. So I'm going to give the second deck one more shuffle and we'll get some more cards out here and see what else we get for Leo. We've got Five of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups, Queen of Swords in reverse, Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Three of Wands again in reverse, clarifying the same set of cards. The Star. And then we have the Hierophant. I think you had a conflict with somebody that you're very close to, something that you were unable to resolve. Something that caused you a significant amount of grief, because I believe that this conflict is connected to, again, somebody that you're very close to and somebody that you feel is a significant part of your life. But I think this conflict went unresolved, and I feel like you're grieving that because it affected the relationship. I feel like this is a relationship that has lasted the test of time, something that you've invested a lot of energy into. You may have had plans with this person. Maybe you had intended on having a significant future together. I feel like you put a lot of energy into whatever this was between you and this person, and I feel like it didn't transpire, and it feels very painful. And I think that you might be feeling stress and anxiety over the fact that you invested a lot into this connection and into your plans and into your hopes, and they did not transpire for you. Feels very difficult. There may have been an ending with this person. I feel like Queen of Swords represents this person's energy, but I want to remind you, Leo, so far I feel like there's two energies on the table. You could be represented by either one, so you could be this Queen of Pentacles, you could be this Queen of Swords. But I feel like the Queen of Swords is the person that you're dealing with. I feel like I'm reading for the Queen of Pentacles, but that doesn't mean you can't be this person. Just to remind you. And also, if you are a male viewer, you can certainly embody these energies. So don't be overly concerned about the fact that they are feminine energies. It's just about the energy of the card, not the gender. So I feel like this Queen of Swords may have had some choice words with you. I feel like this Queen of Swords was harsh with you in the recent past. There may have been a fight. Maybe it was the final interaction that you two had before things came to an end. And I feel like it's left a mark for sure. And I feel like you're a little confused by it. Maybe a little miffed as to why things transpired the way they did, why things ended the way they did. But this person feels very bitter, and this person feels like they may have laid it out. They may have laid it out all on the table and dealt you a heavy dose of criticism and harsh words. This Queen of Swords feels very, very aggressive to me with her language, her words, her communication. And if there was an ending between you two, or some last final fight, some last final conflict, I feel like this queen was getting it all out and laying it on pretty thick, because it feels really harsh to me. Leo. These cards over here that represent the Queen of Pentacles feel actually pretty positive to me. hopeful. And this Queen of Pentacles feels like she may have some lingering loyalty and compassion for this Queen of Swords, regardless of her words and her harsh nature towards this Queen of Pentacles. I think this Queen of Pentacles is trying to move past this, trying to have some hope with regard to the future, maybe moving on from this with the anticipation that maybe things can be made right in the future. But I feel more than anything that this energy wants to learn from this experience and move on from it. This person feels very grounded to me. This person feels very high vibe to me. I don't think that this person, Leo, and again, I feel like I'm reading for this person, I don't think this person retaliated in the manner that most people would if they were facing the kind of energy that this Queen of Swords put forth with regard to this ending, this interaction, this conflict that occurred between these two people. And I feel like this Queen of Pentacles has put the relationship itself on the forefront and maybe reflected on the past and what these two individuals had built together. The significance and the positive pieces to the relationship. And considered that when they had to come face to face with this individual, if in fact that's what happened. Now, it's possible, Leo, on the flip side, that if this Queen of Swords did not come after you with some harsh words and with some negative energy, that they have done the opposite and left you hanging. Silent treatment, blocked you out of their life, avoided communication. But with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, to me this feels more like a flood of negative communication. It doesn't feel like a silent treatment, but it could be on the flip side. So I think there's two possible scenarios with how this person treated this Queen of Pentacles, and it could be that she had a lot of harsh words for you, maybe some name calling, some significant criticism, words that are meant to hurt, for sure. Words that are meant to leave a lasting impression. This Queen of Swords feels very aggressive and angry with regard to whatever conflict occurred between the two of you, Leo. So let's get some more cards out here and see what else we get. There's the Queen of Swords again. Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Death, clarifying the Ten of Swords. The World in reverse. The High Priestess. Four of Cups. And the Empress in reverse. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be a family connection, relationship, with the Ten of Pentacles coming out here. Again, I get the sense that this was a relationship that lasted the test of time, something that you've had in your life for a significant amount of time, maybe since childhood. Maybe this is a sibling, a parent, a cousin. Could be a best friend that feels like family, but this feels like a very significant relationship. And I don't think that this Queen of Swords acted in a very just manner with regard to you, considering the connection that you have with this person. I don't think that this person was justified in her actions, with her words, her intentions, her motives for whatever reason she decided to treat you the way she did, or is treating you the way she is. I feel like this is probably something that's happening in the present time. This could also be a working relationship with the Eight of Pentacles coming out here, or it could indicate, again, that this is a relationship that you invested a lot of time into, a lot of energy into, you developed over time. It could indicate that you had a connection that was beneficial to the two of you in more than just an emotional sense. In other words, maybe you were creating something together, maybe you were working together, maybe you were business partners, maybe you had built a home together. It feels like there was more to it than just an emotional connection. Again, I feel like there was a lot of time invested into this connection, a lot of energy. And it feels like it served very positive. It served as a very positive influence in your life. So this ending, and we have death clarifying the Ten of Swords. So it feels like a very harsh ending. I feel like this Queen of Swords ended things with you. And I think that you're confused. Maybe trying to figure out why. Maybe this Queen of Swords had a lot of words for you, Leo, but I don't know that she had, that she communicated very clearly why she responded in the manner that she did. Maybe she told you why, but maybe it doesn't make sense to you. I feel like there's some confusion surrounding this ending, or why she came at you in such a harsh and aggressive manner. Because it feels very confusing to me. And at this stage in the game, Leo, if you're this Queen of Pentacles with the Empress energy, I feel like it's necessary for you to move past this and focus a little bit on some self-care and some recovery. And maybe, at least for now, put the hopes and the plans regarding this connection and the future of this relationship on the back burner so you can focus a little bit more on yourself instead of this connection. Because I don't feel like this person has really left you any other choice, if I'm being honest, Leo. It feels to me, too, that this person has kind of left you hanging. And while it feels like an ending, maybe there's some hope to recover from this and reunite and rectify whatever conflict has occurred. At least I feel like you're hopeful for that in the future. I'm not sure that this Queen of Swords feels that, at least right now. Let's get some more cards out here for you, Leo, and see what else we get. There's the Queen of Pentacles again, this time in the reverse. The Five of Swords again in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse, clarifying the Queen of Swords. The Fool. The World again in reverse. Four of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. So I feel like this Queen of Swords feels like you treated her poorly, or feels like you were unfair to her. I think she's blaming you for something. I don't think that, it feels like she may have said, you know what, you didn't take me into consideration, you didn't treat me right. She feels wronged by you and thinks that you treated her poorly. But with Justice in reverse, I don't necessarily believe that that's true. I think that's probably what she said. I don't think it's necessarily true. In her mind, it might be. I think you're grieving this because, considering what she has accused you of, and considering the fact that it doesn't feel like it's actually true, there's no way to fix the situation if what she's accusing you of is not true. So there's no way to mend the situation, or make up, or apologize, or fix the problem if the problem doesn't exist. If what she's accusing you of is false. I think that's probably what's most difficult, is you've been left powerless in the situation and unable to resolve this conflict with this individual, which I think you'd like to do. Because again, I feel like this connection is very important to you, Leo. Let's get this last round of cards out and see what else we get for Leo. Temperance in reverse. Judgment. Ten of Pentacles again, clarifying the Queen of Swords. There's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse this time. Page of Cups. The Tower in reverse. Four of Wands. And we have the Lovers in reverse. So I really think that this Queen of Swords is blind to what she has sitting in front of her, which is this individual, Leo, and again, I feel like this is your energy. This individual who is not only compassionate, loyal, loving, caring, dependable, reliable, but also has a lot to give. emotionally. I just feel like, and I feel like you still have this energy for this Queen of Swords. And this person is just not seeing what she has sitting in front of her. And it's unfortunate for this Queen of Swords. She has something that's very stable, nurturing, hopeful, something that, again, is the type of relationship you just don't throw away, toss it aside, without any hope for reconciliation. But that's what this Queen of Swords has done. So it feels very difficult, Leo. It feels very painful. But I think that more than anything, your energy seems to be that you need to move forward, move on from this, learn from it. And maybe in the future, when this person comes around, if they don't screw it up, maybe this person will come around and you can rebuild what you had before. I think that this Queen of Swords, Leo, if I'm being honest, has maybe expressed to you that you're responsible for the demise and for the ending of this relationship, that you're the reason, you're the cause, and that if you put effort into it, or if you had made an effort to make things right, that things wouldn't be how they are right now. I think that this person has absolutely blamed you for what's occurred within this relationship. But considering that she is wrong and she's unjustified with her accusations regarding the situation, this conflict, and what's gone wrong, if she can't see that she's wrong, then it's unfortunate, but she might end up losing you in her life, which would be a loss for her. It's not necessarily going to be a loss for you, at least not at this stage in the game. Leo, I don't feel like with the energy that this person is giving off right now, if she stays out of your life, it does not feel like a loss to you. The energy that's coming off of these other cards that are representing Leo, it will definitely be a loss to this person. It is clear that this person has wrongly judged you, wrongly accused you, and I'm not sure of what, but there's nothing you can do to remedy this situation if you've done nothing wrong. Now, it feels like there may have been an attempt to apologize or to make amends, maybe repeatedly. And I don't feel like this Page of Cups energy, the apologies or the attempt to remedy the situation, is coming from this Queen of Swords. It feels like it's coming from you. So it's possible that you did try to approach with an apology or try to make amends or try to talk it out, that kind of thing. I don't think that it was well received, but I think it was attempted based on what I'm seeing in the cards. If you didn't approach this person to try to remedy the situation, at the very least you were open to that happening, and may still be. But at this point in time, Leo, based on what I'm seeing, I'm not sure I would hold my breath with regard to this person approaching you to make things right. And I think you're aware of that. I think that you're clear. Maybe you even, intuitively feel that the likelihood of this person coming forward and trying to make things right with you is probably not a very safe bet. And I think you know that in your gut. I would be interested to know what it is this person is accusing you of, but I'm not getting any information regarding that, so it's probably different for everybody. But again, it feels like something that you cannot fix, you cannot make things right because you've been wrongly accused. And the best thing you can do, Leo, at this point in time is move on with your own life, live and learn, accept it for what it is. At the very least, gain some wisdom from your experience with this individual. I think that's all you can hope for at this point in time, based on what I'm seeing in the cards. So let's get a Dreams of Gaia tarot card for Leo, and then we're going to wrap this up. This was a pretty straightforward reading, Leo, and I don't see, again, a lot of extra information or details regarding the past or regarding what this person accused you of or feels that you did that wronged them, how you wronged them. I don't see that. It's possible it could have been a financial matter with the pentacles. There's quite a few pentacles that came out here. And then again, I think that this is a family matter. It does feel like a connection on that level. And it is possible that this is a financial matter. Let's get one card for Leo from the Dreams of Gaia. So maybe we'll get some advice, next steps forward, maybe a little more clarity regarding the situation, maybe a little some words of encouragement from Spirit for Leo. And then we'll wrap this up. I feel for you, Leo, going through the situation. Sure that this is very challenging, but you know in your heart that you've done nothing wrong. You know that you're not at fault for whatever this person has accused you of, and so there's not much more you can do except move on with your own life and feel confident that you've done all that you can do in this situation at this point in time. You put your best foot forward. You didn't lash out at this person. As far as I could tell, this Queen of Pentacles did not act in like manner that this Queen of Swords did towards you. And that's a positive thing because you have nothing to be regretful about based on what I'm seeing in the cards. So let's get one card for Leo. Wrap this up. I'm going to take this card. So we have Body and Mind in reverse. This is one of the balance cards. And this one is the Page of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. However, these 11 cards, pages, they're not technically pages. They're quite different in meaning than your traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. So I will read the upright meaning of this card because the reversed just means that there's an imbalance, and then we're going to wrap this up for you. 11 of Air, Body and Mind. Just so you know, and this is quite long, Just so you know, the potential blockage, the 11 of air reversed, has a very simple and direct meaning. If it appears in your reading today, it is like its upright meaning symbolizes a potential imbalance that needs to be addressed. Okay, Leo, so we're going to go ahead and read this. It's about 3 pages, so hang in there with me. This is going to be a little long. Here we go, Leo. What is reality and what is imagined? What is fact and what is fiction? Can that which dwells within the mind have an effect on the body? And can the physical body affect the state of mind? The 11 of air symbolizes a need to keep a healthy understanding of the relationship between mind and body and the power each can have over the other. It symbolizes being able to differentiate between fact and opinion and to make room for the imagination within our realities while still embracing a little bit of reality within our imaginings. This may be a challenging card for some because the eyes can only see what the mind is willing to conceive. So the more rigid the mind, the more difficult it is to accept how much influence and power the mind and body have over each other. If the mind is unwilling or limited, then understanding is difficult and acceptance in some circumstances may be impossible. We all know someone who, no matter how many times they are offered facts, not opinions or theories, still cannot believe unless they witness it with their own eyes or experience it personally, and even then they still might not believe it. They are complete skeptics. Then there are others who are open to everything and question nothing. They would believe you if you were to tell them that you did not see a blue sky above but instead saw a pink one. Yes, there are actually people who see and perceive colors differently, but this person is so open-minded that they would not consider that a lie is offered. They would not question or even consider that you might be lying to them. They are just so trusting and willing to believe in the good of others that they accept everything offered, whether it be true or deception. Their willingness to trust and follow blindly gets them into just as much strife as those who find it difficult to believe in anything beyond their own experiences. The 11 of air appears to remind us that somewhere in the middle of the two is a better way to be. Strive to be open-minded and questioning. Sometimes a little skepticism and discernment can serve to protect you from making foolish mistakes and following blindly as you are led off a cliff. On the other hand, believing only in facts and the reality that you experience with your physical senses can close you off to reaching your fullest potential. You may limit yourself and what you can accomplish because achieving goals and living your dreams requires a belief in something more than just the tangible. When the 11 of air appears in your cards, it also asks that you look at the impact your beliefs might be having upon your body and the impact your lifestyle and diet might be having on your mind. The mind can and does have amazing power over the body. Some Tibetan monks and Indian yogis have become so skilled at using meditation to manipulate their bodies that they can control blood pressure, body temperature, heart rate, and more. People with multiple personality disorders have been known to have personalities that have completely different health statuses. They can have one personality that physically needs glasses in order to see properly and another that does not. There are some with personalities that exhibit a range of physical health issues, such as high blood pressure and diabetes, but other personalities that have no health issues at all, and these differences have been witnessed, recorded, and studied by both medical practitioners and scientists alike. It is a fact that the mind can alter the body. How is your mind affecting your body? In the same way mind can alter the body can also alter the mind. Research now shows that if the body is unhealthy, for example, there are issues within the gut such as GERD, Candida, irritable bowel syndrome, and Crohn's disease, the mind too can be affected. Imbalances within the gut can lead to depression, anxiety, irritability, hyperactivity, an inability to focus or concentrate, and memory lapses. Pain and inflammation can also have similar effects upon the mind, especially if they impact on the ability to sleep. How is your body affecting your mind? It is important to understand that what you believe in your mind can have an impact on your body, and what you do to your body can have an impact on your mind. Just like the Indian yogis and Tibetan monks, you have it within you to have so much more control than you might believe, and sometimes the biggest changes can be made just by learning to see a positive lesson within a negative experience, or telling yourself that you can and will instead of you can't and should not. You can do almost anything you set your mind and body to doing. The 11 of air also addresses the subject of fact and opinion and discerning between the two. We all have opinions, and those opinions may be valid if based on knowledge and personal experience. But opinion and fact are not the same thing. A fact is something that has been proven to be true, and that truth is based in certainty and constancy. It is a fact that night follows day. It is a fact that we live on a planet that is made up of oceans and land masses. It is a fact that rain falls from the sky. It is a fact that rainbows are created when light shines through water particles. A fact is something that cannot be disputed. An opinion can be disputed. For example, it is an opinion that all dogs have fleas. A dog owner might have had many dogs, and all of those dogs may have had fleas, but this does not make the statement that all dogs have fleas factual. It is his opinion based on his personal experience. The fact is that not all dogs have fleas. Some do and others do not. The 11 of air asks you to be wise to the difference. When offering information to others, be sure that what you offer is fact. Be clear when you are offering opinions based on your personal experiences, because what might be truth to you might not be truth for someone else. Don't get caught up in a game of I am right and you are wrong when you are basing your arguments on opinion. Facts are certainties, while opinions might be true for the individual but can be subject to dispute when looked at from the perspective of another. A wee note should be also made of the difference between something that has been proven to be fact and something that is theoretical. A theory, a group of ideas or concepts, might well have been studied and researched to great extent, but it must always be remembered that theories are based upon conjecture, speculation, and assumption. Until such time as a theory can be proven to be factual, it is only a guess. We can theorize all we want, but we should be careful not to offer theory and conjecture as fact. Our mind and imaginations are amazing creative tools. With our minds and imaginations, we have the ability to shape our reality and to create our reality. But the reality is also shaped by absolutes. The 11 of air asks us not to become so lost in our imaginings that we forget reality. Instead, we do best to remember that there needs to be a productive harmony and acceptance of both. We can literally change our minds and in doing so alter our physical state, but we do so with a physical reality that is full of certainties that we have no control over. We can only control ourselves and our perceptions of the world. When you differentiate between what is factual about your own mind and self and what is simply theory or opinion-based belief, you can change what is within both so that your mind and body are one and not working against each other. You can see that a true fact is a fact and rarely changes, while opinions change all the time, irrespective of the facts, and can exist side by side with contradictory truths because they are often based on our perception and an understanding as opposed to reality. Like the other 11 cards, the 11 of air is a balancing and realignment card. If it appears within your reading, it does so in order for you to determine if there is an imbalance at play and suggests that you meditate upon the subject. So I know that was really long. This one has come up quite a few times, and every time I read it, it rings true with regard to basically dealing with people who have totally opposite perceptions that you may have, and it causes significant conflict because if someone perceives something to be true and you perceive something to be true in a very different way, you're simply not going to get along. I mean, you can't call something a fact and get along with somebody who's calling your fact false and claiming that it's different for them. I think that's what's happening with this Queen of Swords. I think that she's misguided. I don't think that she is seeing reality very clearly. I think she's wrongly accused you, Leo. And that's very clear on the cards, especially in this setup here. She's absolutely wrongly accused you. And this is what's caused the conflict. And it's something that can't be repaired because your realities are very different. And you might be basing your opinions on fact and this person is not. And you can't fight that. You can't counteract that. There's nothing you can do to change that for this person. So Leo, while I feel for you in this situation, I think that you're doing the best thing that you can do and moving on from this and learning from it, accepting it, and then continuing to be who you are and stand true in who you are and take care of yourself and recover from this and move on. So Leo, I'm going to leave this here. I hope that this reading was helpful. I hope that it resonated for you. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo.